David Arnold Meierhoff. I was a engineman for third class, E4. We had 23 papa boats, and it was a wooden hull boat that could carry 40 Marines in the well deck, and it was driven by a 671 Gray Marine diesel, and the coxswain would drive, and you'd have a bow hook that hooked off the front of the boat, and I was the engineer, and I took care of the back boat and the engine. And it was water cooled. It sucked in seawater that ran through the jackets and the fresh water on the engine and cooled. That's how the engine was cooled. It didn't have a radiator or anything. It had a heat exchanger. And then the Mike boat, which was a steel constructed boat, and it could carry a 2-ton truck, or it could carry 80 Marines in the well deck, and it was all steel, where the papa boats were all wooden construction. And it had 2 671 Gray Marine diesels with twin screws, and I was the engineer on that for the last 2.5 years. Of course, you'd pull in, we could go in and beach in 2.5 feet of water, could pull in, and the bow of the boat would hit the water, or the sand. We'd drop the deck, the deck, and the Marines would run out, and we could only go about 10 knots per hour, where a swift boat was a lot more speed, and of course they would, in 2.5 foot water, they would be grounded, and so they had to have at least 4 or 5 foot of water. So quite a bit of difference in speed and in construction, because ours was more rectangular and square, and where theirs was more, had a pointed bow and more of a swift and a lot higher diesel engine, turbocharged, and probably could go 25 to 30 knots. Swift boats normally were up in the river, up inland in the rivers, and where all the Mike boats, we did do up some river, up the Da Nang River, but not, and we were armed with a 50 caliber machine gun, but the Swiss boats were totally armed with a crew, and they went way inland and saw a lot of hostile combat compared to what we did.